Please be seated. Good morning. My name is Thomas Stack. I'm the principal at Maryvale High School. Thank you very much for being here for this very special event. I'd like to thank the Maryvale Board of Education, staff, and Superintendent Mr. Joseph D'Angelo for being here today and for their important work that we do with our students daily. I am thrilled to introduce at this time some special people that are here with us today. Mr. Joseph D'Angelo, Superintendent. Mr. Brian Pilarski. Thank you. Mr. Brian Pilarski, our Vice President of our school board. Mr. Ron Morlock, Board Trustee. Our very special guest today, Mr. Adam Norris, our honorary social studies teacher. His wife, Mrs. Crystal Carey Norris. M.K. Rowland. Lori Carey. Dennis Carey. And Kyra Sal. At this time, I am thrilled to introduce a very special guest, the Governor of the State of New York, Mr. Andrew Cuomo.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm a little nervous. I walked in the door and they said, "You're called to the principal's office." Brought back all sorts of bad memories. I spent too much time in the principal's office. None of it was good. But this is, as soon as you walk in the door, you get a feel that this is really a special school and that it is well run, and you can just feel the energy. So let's give the superintendent and the principal a round of applause for doing a great job. My pleasure to be back in Buffalo. I'm doing a lot of work in Buffalo. I've been governor about 6 years. And Buffalo, Western New York, Niagara was probably the top priority for me as governor. For many years, the economy in this part of the state was not as strong as it should be. Frankly, for many years, Western New York did not get enough attention from the state government that was in Albany. So we've been focusing a lot on creating jobs, on economic development, and you can sense the energy change. You know, you see construction happening, and construction and development begets more construction and development. It's positive begets more positive. The way negative begets more negative. There's a positive synergy, there's a negative synergy, and right now you feel a positive synergy. We just announced $70 million for Niagara Falls State Park to make it back to the jewel of the state park system, which is what it was. And it attracts 9 million tourists, and 9 million tourists come in. That brings tourism dollars. That means more jobs. So it's all good. The second thing I've been focusing on is education, because it is probably the single most important function we do, because the single most important responsibility we have is to our children, to our next generation. You young guys can't appreciate this yet, but you have a child, your chemicals change, your body just changes, and your whole orientation becomes about that child, and you just live for that child, and your whole life, literally, the child comes before you. You know, they say until you've had a child, they can't, it's inexplicable, the feeling. It is inexplicable, the feeling. So as a society, we say leaving this place better for our kids is a top priority, and educating our children so they have a better life than we had is a top priority. We spend more money on education in this state than we spend on anything else. We spend more money per student than any state in the United States of America. And I'm proud of it. The parents will complain about high property taxes, but that's because we spend a lot on education. It's not just spending a lot, though, that makes it work. It comes down to the teacher. It comes down to the teacher. You want a nice facility, you want a nice classroom, you want a nice logo of a Pegasus painted on the wall. That all helps, but it really is about the teacher. And teaching is hard. My mother was a school teacher, and she loved it. And it was her life, and it was who she was. But teaching is hard. You need patience to be a teacher. You need tolerance to be a teacher. You need to be educated to be a teacher. You need to keep up on the education to be a teacher. You need to be creative and engaged. And you need to stay creative and engaged. And that's hard. You know, a temptation is after a number of years, you just say what you say and you do what you do. And once you teach the class, you just repeat, repeat, repeat. So you have to be a really special kind of person to keep up that energy, to keep up that enthusiasm, to change as the students change, to change as society changes. Now social media, now all different ways to communicate. You have to change with that if you are really extraordinary. So I had a great idea a few months ago. I said, you know what we should do? We should go find the best teachers in the state. And we should say, these are the best. We have tens of thousands of teachers. But these are a small handful of the best. And this is what they do. And we want to do two things. We want to acknowledge them, and we want to thank them, and we want to give them a gift, and we want to tell their story to other teachers who might actually find something that they can then emulate and they can copy. And we put together a special committee. I was not on the committee. I am not smart enough to be on the committee. I am not smart enough to be a teacher. I am not smart enough to pick a good teacher, and I am certainly not patient enough to be a teacher. As my daughters will tell you easily if asked. But we put together a committee of experts to pick the best teachers around the state, and a small select group of them so they can be examples of some of the best techniques. And I suppose you've guessed by now why I am here. Something tells me. But the committee has picked as a truly extraordinary individual and an extraordinary educator, Mr. Adam Norris. You know Mr. Norris, so he needs no introduction from me. But 9 years a teacher, still creative, still keeping up with the times. His concept of flipping the classroom was brilliant. His use of technology is brilliant. His use of YouTube, getting hundreds of thousands of hits on YouTube. So then you can make the classroom experience a different experience if the student has actually seen the lesson on YouTube. It was really brilliant and creative and different, and it works. It works, and it works extraordinarily well. So we want to say to him, as the state of New York, we thank you for your service. We know you could be doing a lot of other things that are easier. You could be doing things with your talent that make you more money. You could be doing things with your talent that give you more time on your personal life. So we thank you for your service. We thank you for what you do. We applaud you for the way you do it and for your talent. And we believe many other educators will be able to learn from you and your lesson across the state. And as a token of today, we want to give you a check for $5,000 that you can use to advance your education, because we think you have more to learn and more to give the state of New York. Congratulations. Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
I'm shaking. I'm so nervous. I was told to come down here, and I saw a lot of people in suits, and I got very nervous. But this is I am just so incredibly honored. I love what I do, and I love this community and this school more than anything. And I've been blessed with being appreciated, and this is just another example of that, and it means the world to me. And I really have the best job. I can't thank my family enough for being so supportive. My wife, on a Friday night when I get home and I want to record videos, doesn't bat an eye, and she's very supportive. My mom, who still spell checks a lot of stuff for me, and reads stuff, but and so many people here that I haven't seen in years, so it's great, or no, quite a while. It's great to see you all, and I'm speechless. This is incredible, and I never thought in a million years this would happen, so thank you very much. It's an honor.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We also have, this is the big check I was talking about. It is literally a big check. I would not try to cash this check as is. Might have a slight problem at the bank, but use it well. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of you. Come over a little further, guys.
I've wanted to get my national board certification, so this would be a perfect reason to get it. So thank
Great,
you. I
great.
appreciate that.
Perfect.
Thank you very much again.
Pleasure. Good luck.
Very nice meeting you.
Governor, as a token of appreciation for you coming in person today to present this to Mr. Norris, we have some gifts from Maryvale, from the staff and the students to you. I'd like to present you with a baseball cap, fitted baseball cap from our baseball team, a string bag that are very popular here in our high school. It has some pens inside of it.
Carry one always, I want you to know.
If you're in the Christmas festive mood, we do have our holiday basketball shirt for you. And of course, lastly, a Maryvale letter.
Oh, very cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please.
Get in there with the board.
This too, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have to share the check with them. All they get is the photo. All right, congratulations. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. That concludes our program for today. Thank you so much.